Okay, welcome. Today I want to give a fairly informal presentation about using Prezi to teach first year economics. I'm going to be using a mind map to do this. So I guess we can start and say, well, what's this all about and what is Prezi? Prezi is software and it is a tool for making presentations. So in the same way that Microsoft Outlook is a tool for making presentations, so Prezi is a tool for making presentations. However, Prezi likes to think of themselves as more than just a tool for making presentations. They like to think of themselves as a tool which people use for sharing ideas. So what are the key features of Prezi? Well, it allows you to zoom in and out, it allows non-linear organization of your material, and it has pretty advanced multimedia capabilities. But saying all of that doesn't explain what Prezi is, so what I'm doing is I'm using Prezi to do this presentation. So essentially this presentation has been made using Prezi, and this video will show you how.
To create a Prezi, click the New Prezi button and give it a title and a description. When your new Prezi opens, you'll see the template selector. In PowerPoint, templates are basically a background image for your slides. But in Prezi, templates are so much more. Visual metaphors for your ideas. For example, maybe starting a business feels like you're climbing a mountain. Or maybe a recent project felt like a long journey. Find the metaphor that works for your idea and select Choose. Once you've chosen a theme, adding content to your Prezi is simple. Just click anywhere on the canvas to add text. To add media like images or YouTube videos, just use the top menu. To move around the canvas, hold down left-click on any blank area of your Prezi to drag up, down, left, and right. Click the plus button to zoom in, or the minus button to zoom out, or just use your mouse scroll wheel. The left navigation bar lets you choose when, where, and what frame you want the camera to zoom to. Using a template, you can easily click on the thumbnails to zoom to the frame which you'd like to customize. Or, click the plus button to add more frames. When you're done, click on Present to start sharing your ideas.
Okay, so this video has introduced you to the idea of using Prezi as a tool for creating presentations. Obviously, I have also used Prezi, so what is the purpose of this presentation? Well, I want to pitch the idea of using Prezi as a teaching tool. And then in so doing, I want to redefine the idea of what it is that we mean by a video lecture. Because we have introduced video lectures this year, and what I want to do is actually remake them in this format. So maybe in this presentation we'll also introduce you to Prezi, show you how it works, and show you some of the possibilities that are available. This presentation has been done in the form of a mind map, but one of the built-in templates is this strange robot. So you can imagine this robot represents a process, and you can then zoom into the various components and say, well, here's the first input and its details, here's the second input and its details, here's the third input and its details. We then zoom out to see the process as a whole, and then if we wanted to, we could zoom into details about the process or the output, but I'm not going to do that now. So what are the aims then of this whole process? What we want to do is overcome the physical boundary of limited teaching time and access to our staff. In other words, there are only so many hours in a day, or there's only so many hours in a lecture in which students can interact with us or get information from us. The idea of these videos is to then increase that face time. Also, by offering videos in this format, what we want to do is try and cater to different learning styles. Obviously, different students learn differently, so we want to make as many different methods available as possible. Through this video lecturing technique, using Prezi, what I want to do is try and expose students to different points of view, and I'm going to show you how I think this can be done a little bit later on. And we want to provide students with engaging learning tools that deliver a fresh and effective teaching experience. I think that this is, using Prezi is one way to do that. So, what is the plan? We've been restructuring Economics 1. What we have done so far is to introduce essay writing, to split the course into 2 separate courses, micro and macro. We've also made more readily available practice questions. We've developed more tutorial material, and we've obviously introduced the video lectures. The idea of the video lectures was to free up time in the lectures, and so to enable us to bring tutorials into the lecture. One thing that we're not sure of at this point in time is whether students use the videos to substitute for lectures and therefore don't attend lectures. We're still investigating that, but what I do feel is that if we do it in this format, in this Prezi format, there's less opportunity for students to substitute lectures with videos, because the videos are not done as a lecture would be done, they're done in this mind map format. So what do we still need to do in this restructuring of Economics 1? We want to change the test formats. Whoopsie. So we want to change the test formats, want to relook at the video approach, and want to continue to reform the tutorial process. So, more about these video lectures. Obviously, that's been a big time and investment in making the videos, and it ends up being about 1 hour per minute of video. And as far as I'm concerned, our videos were not fantastic, and from what I've seen on the internet, there are others that can do it much better. So what I want to do is use this approach to let them do it. In other words, we use other people's videos. Again, I'm going to show you what I mean. Our videos were not easy to edit. Updating them was a problem, and we need to find a method that makes it easier to edit, and again, I believe this method of using Prezi will do that. And finally, obviously, in terms of the video lectures, different students respond to different styles, so I want to offer different styles. Again, I'm going to show you what I mean when I show you the different types of videos that we can do. So that's the plan. What are the benefits? What are the costs? Well, benefits, obviously, this is a mechanism for achieving our aims. If you remember those aims that were listed previously: overcome physical boundaries, cater to different learning styles, expose people to different points of view, and basically create a more engaging learning tool. It's also easier to keep up to date. So there's obviously been a general move towards digital online content, not just chalk and talk stuff. So I believe that using Prezi is going to, keep us up to date, and it's going to allow us to cater to our changing student group, which is to say they are obviously diverse, they have different skill sets, they have different needs, they have different approaches, they have different learning styles, and they're more tech savvy. If we do that, well, we offer different styles, we can cater to different styles. I believe it's better than just video because it caters to these changing students. The students are able to control the pace, they can go through the video, they can go through this mind map at their own pace, they can keep the big picture in mind. If they want to, they can just zoom in and out. Let me show you what I mean. Here I'm zooming in, here I'm zooming out, here I'm moving to wherever I want to move to. Now I can just go back to where I was. Whoops, this is where I was. Right? Keep the big picture in mind. I think it's better visually, this whole process, and it's easier for us, the lecturers, to make the material more engaging. What are the costs? Well, obviously there's a time to create these videos, but I believe that creating videos through Prezi is going to be a lot easier. It's going to reduce the time to maintain it, and we've already got the equipment, so we don't really have to worry about other costs. Those are some costs. So we've got everything we need apart from the time required to make the videos. What else?